In today's episode, we have multiple days of fishing. I am trying to catch a fish, but I've had a really tough time of it. I'm also going to look at some gear that I'm using, some equipment, some tools, bits and pieces. We're going to have a look at where we're fishing, where we go, what we're trying. I'm going to have a little talk about dolphins too. But if you just want to skip to some fishing, jump to here. I'm very glad that we've hooked a fish. Which was day 7, where we actually caught 2 fish. I hope you enjoy the episode. I know it's a bit different, but this is the story of our 2024 tuna season. It got later in the year and the fishing got tough. Anyway, here we go. A quick look at some of the tools that I've got here. I'm using some foam wedges just to help hold a fish steady on a mat. I've got a designated T-towel. As soon as a fish comes on board, it's over the eyes, instantly calms the fish down. It helps reduce stress levels. The bug brush, this isn't actually our bug brush, this is a designated bug brush. Scrub the inside of the fish's head. This is a really useful tool. Then we've got these arm gloves. They're basically arms like this. And when we're gutting a fish, you get your arm inside and things, and this stops any tuna smell saturating clothing. The smell of tuna fish is quite unique. It's not unpleasant, but it smells of tuna fish. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Caught a fish, maybe 2, and you get a bit of the, if you like, juices on your clothes. Yeah, so you have to do a separate wash, sometimes 2 washes on the one item just to clear the smell. Pete's idea, really good idea. We've got our Icky Jimmy kit. This is our spike, if you like, and it's hollow. These wires, they fit down through it, so we can brain spike the fish with this, and then we line it up with the final column and run a wire down it. This is the second set of these I've bought. They're actually 70 quid a set. Another really important piece of kit is our deck wash hose. Saltwater hose. This allows us to add salt to our ice mixes. It also allows us to wash down and keep everything really super clean. I'm also using this here. Essentially this is a climbing ascender. I can put this rope through the fish's gills and out its mouth, clip it into the back of the ascender, and then I can clip my ascender onto this rope and tighten it up. Now this rope's fixed in behind this box, and when I've tightened that up, it holds the fish nice and steady there. Now we use this in bad weather or any rough conditions to help hold the fish against this ice block on our blue mat, and it stops it sliding around and moving about, so one of us can be working on that fish and processing it as quickly as possible, while the other person is steaming the boat and lining us up, hopefully for another fish while we're on the shoal. This one here is for the tail. I've got it fixed further down the boat. Basically I can take a couple of wraps of this rope around the tail, and this ascender comes back into the rope, and I can slide it up tight, and with the 2 ascenders it can hold a fish in place. Absolutely lovely. Our lures, you'll be quite familiar with our lure setup by now. We're using the spreader bars with the squids. Tuna bags, they're insulated bags, they're specific for tuna, they're nice and big. We've got 2 large ones here and a slightly smaller one, and we've got another large one ashore. We fill these up with the slush ice, you've probably seen it in the videos, and then we can zip it in and it helps us get the temperature down to 0. That's the aim, but they're also really useful for transporting and offloading the fish from the vessel. Still got our little weepy steering leak problem. It's very minor. It's coming from the ram actually. It's a very manageable problem. We just top it up and then carry on. 4 days ago we had 3 fish. Been a bit of a blow since then, and this has been our first chance to get back to fishing. Conditions are perfect, it's nice and sunny. Let's get out there and hopefully find some fish.
Put the steam in, mate.
But all is not going to plan. It's gone properly quiet out here in the bay. All the charter boats have gone north. We're a bit slower moving. We're going to go Lizard Way and see what we can find there. Down on the Lizard there is very few fish showing. Very nice down here, but there are no fish. Well, we did see a few fish and we chased around after them for hours and hours. There's nothing to show for it. Hoping for some tuna fish today. We didn't get one yesterday, but it wasn't for want of trying. Today I'm going to go out into the middle of the bay first, and I'm going to have a little look around there, and hopefully that will give us an idea of which direction the fish have gone in. Conditions are definitely not as favourable, and there's no sign of any fish. No birds, no fish. There's not even any dolphins kicking around. It's just rain and bleak conditions. Eking my way offshore a little bit more. I know the weather is due up. Got a little area where we catch fish quite often. Trying to get onto that line of fish, the belt where we catch fish, and I'm going to tow back in toward the Lizard. But when the weather picks up a little bit more, we can tuck in there and get a bit of shelter. At 8 in the morning, sea's already building and it's due to get worse. Big one, big punch. Woo! It's a southwesterly, so it's not great conditions. We might have to call this one a day. Good morning, welcome back. Fishing again today, but something a little bit different. So today we've got a fisheries officer coming with us. He's coming as an observer. Going to see what it's like from an onboard perspective. Join us for the day and see how we all get on. So we got Dan on board today. He's from ICCAT. He's come out just as an observer with us. Hopefully we get some fish so you can see what we're doing. It's Dan. Hi Dan.
Hi.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about ICCAT. And
I work for Inshore Fisheries. So Inshore Fisheries Conservation Authority. So we enforce the rules within the 6 mile district.
I mean, we see you out on St Perrin and the smaller boat quite a lot, don't we?
Looking at minimum sizes, what people are allowed to catch and aren't allowed to catch, both commercial and recreational boats.
What's the most common problem? Like an undersized fish or?
Yeah, and buried lobsters.
Oh really?
Notch lobsters.
Okay. So we're out in the bay. There's not a lot out here, but the weather is perfect. We've just seen another single fish jumping around in front. We're gonna go over it. Let's see. You couldn't write it. I'd really love to show Dan a fish, but there's just nothing out here. There's no feeding fish apart from the odd one or two. The sea is barren. We did have some good conversations with Dan. It's interesting hearing it from the fisheries perspective, and I've learnt that the ICCAT are very proactive in keeping control measures in the Cornwall fishery enforced. Unfortunately though, no fish today. Another blank day. Sorry Dan. Good morning, welcome back. Off in the hunt of bluefin tuna again. Let's hope we get one. I've got Matt with me again today. Hey Matt. So yeah, let's go and see what we can get. Conditions are far from perfect. It's definitely going to be a little bit rock and roll out here today, but it is due to be okay. We should be alright once we get out in the bay a little bit. So it's not that pleasant out here at all, and I just changed the plan to go to Falmouth, but I've spotted some birds over in the distance. It looks like a little bust. I'm willing to give it a go. It's not that nice. I'm not sure Matt's going to enjoy today really, but it's what it is. It's fishing, isn't it? Falmouth was pretty unproductive. There's no sign of any fish. We're going to head back across the bay towards the headland there, towards the Lizard. We did see the odd tuna there yesterday. Got a few friendly dolphins joined us as well. No tuna, but dolphins can mean there's some bait fish about. Dolphins are lovely to see, but in all honesty, they don't help much to the tuna. They seem to drive the tuna away somehow, so yeah. I'm not 100% on that, but sometimes we approach a tuna bust and we've got dolphins around us and they seem to go in amongst the tuna and the tuna will go to ground. But sometimes it makes no difference whatsoever. So we've got our gear here and here, and you can see we've got dolphins in amongst it. See the dolphins quite close to our gear there. People ask me, am I worried if we're going to catch a dolphin? To be honest with you, I'm always worried about it, but they're too smart. They come and look at the lures and they go, no chance. I've had them properly look at them and they've never even come close to a hookup, so I think dolphin is too clever. If there was any risk of catching one, I would be winding these lures in. We got one just coming in. They like to play around them though. It keeps you nice and nervous, but it's simply not practical to wind in every time I see dolphins. It's better to let them have a look and then they leave the lures alone. Yeah. There's one having a look now. Imagine a plastic dog toy hamburger. You see his fin in between the two. If someone put that on a plate and said, here you go, would you like to eat this? I'm pretty sure you'd take a good look at it and say, no thanks, I'd have a real hamburger. He's coming across now. He's looked at these ones, he's going to probably have a look at this one. I think that's pretty much how the dolphins are seeing these plastic lures, to be honest. Dolphins are really smart. They know exactly what I'm up to. They probably even know the sound of my boat now. We have a dink in our propeller and I'm pretty sure that most of the dolphins in the bay recognise my boat. I've also got a theory going that the dolphins sometimes use us to help them find the feeding fish and the bait fish. So we're just passing Cadgwith, really, between Backhead and Lizard. And there's fish in here. They're in small pockets of fish. They're really tempting to try and oh, excuse me. There's small pockets of fish in here. It's really tempting to try and take a fish off them, but I spent a whole day at this the other day in here, so I don't want to get too distracted. I'm gonna do a sweep as I go through the bay here, but I'm not gonna hang about, and I'm certainly not gonna turn around and do circles loop the loop after these fish. So yeah, off to Lizard. My tactic today is looking for that blind strike, a blue water take in between busts. I know there are fish in the ground here, so hopefully I can tempt one up. Morale is a little bit low. No fish. The Lizard didn't produce for us. Punching our way back across into the bay now. And I'm still hopeful that there might be a fish. Oh, another day, nothing. This is crazy. Anyway, well, we did try. We tried. We went all the way around the lizard, all the way around the bay. Nothing today. So that's 4 days in a row, no fish. Might have to mix up the tactics a little bit. Weather day today, doing some servicing. Want to show you our grips. These we use to grip the mouth of the fish. They're a very useful tool. We use them for bringing fish on board, and we can also use them for releasing fish or letting them recover prior to releasing. So this is our grips. Actually this set here belongs to Chris. Chris runs a boat called Aquila. They're a very handy fisherman, and he kindly lent us a set of grips while we waited for ours to arrive. So we're using Practico grips. We've ordered the same set as this. A very, very handy tool. You basically, to operate it, you just pull this handle here like this, and that opens up the grips like this. And the idea is that when you have the fish's mouth open, you open your grips, you go into the lower jaw and clamp shut, and this bit here pinches inside the fish's jaw, and it's a very secure grip. The harder it gets pulled this way, the more this locks closed. Very, very handy for bringing fish on board. You can also tie a little rope on here so we don't lose them overboard. Find them very robust, nice tool. We've got our own set of these grips turning up very, very soon. Looking forward to getting them. Good morning, welcome back. Tuna fishing again today. Last week was a tough week for us. Didn't catch many fish, had a few false starts and a couple of half days. Let's see if we can break our way out of that little vice and catch some tuna today. Our own grips have finally arrived. Practical. So very nice. Got some more of my favourite ones. These have been very, very successful stingers this year so far. I've been gutting most of the fish, and we found that most fish have actually got small whitebait in about this size. So I've done some shopping. We've picked up some lures. I've got these are OTS lures. They're made in Australia. I actually got these from America of all places, so that's some crazy shipping going on there. But these are known as mud flaps. I think they're more for catching things like sailfish, but they look kind of good to me, so I want to make up a spreader bar of these. We've also got these that Pete managed to pick up. These are some garfish lures, about the right sort of size I think, and they're going to move quite well, so we might try making up a spreader bar with these as well and just mix it up a little bit. Also picked up a couple of saltwater flies like this, designed for like catching bass or bonefish or something exciting like that. But you can imagine if you had a spreader bar with maybe 10 or 12 of these on, that's probably about the right size. So I want to try it. I want to see if we can make something up. Got a few variations of things. I mean, this little one looks pretty good. The problem is all these lures, it costs quite a lot, but if it works, I'm okay with it. Let's do it. Admittedly, it's a bit of a late start today. It is what it is. We had a few commitments this morning, so yeah, let's get out there. This is one of our existing spreader bars. Birds on the top, they splash on the surface. Coming down, we have 2 squid on the outsides, 3 squid just in from them, and the centre one has 3 squid all the way down to the stinger, and the stinger has the hook in it. Spreader bar lays all the lures out on the surface of the water, and they splash and bounce, creating a traction, and you have your stinger hook following at the back. And we tend to use a different colour for the stinger. I mean, squid change colour when under threat and things, so I guess the idea is the one stinger stands out a little bit, and that's the one the fish will hit. It's also lagging behind the rest of the group, which makes it perhaps look a little bit weaker than the rest of the group. This is our new fluorocarbon. 500 pound. That's a 500 pound breaking strain. Switched our stingers from mono to fluorocarbon. We need to end this dry spell of no fish. Filming fishing is really challenging stuff. Okay, so I've been using GoPros. We use this medium mod. It's like a housing that goes on the outside of the camera. This one here has a max lens. It's a wide angle lens. But basically this one goes on the wheelhouse roof, but for some reason it's not charging. Very annoying. I've written off quite a lot of cameras and mics already. I use 3 cameras, and quite often they get hit with spray, blood, salt, water hoses, I don't know. It's challenging to get the shots that I need to show you what we're doing for the day without writing off the cameras, to be honest with you. Okay, that's charging. But good videos require good footage. If anyone out there wants to contribute towards my camera fund, feel free. There's a give me some money button somewhere attached to this video. Or just give me a thumbs up and tell me you like the video. Quite happy with that, to be honest. Ah, it's working now. The cameras are tools, and I guess we're pretty heavy on the tools. Okay. I think I've solved the battery problem charging on the other camera now, so that's good. I had to rub all the parts off of the inside wheelhouse camera, so we haven't got that in a minute. But maybe I can rejig that in a bit. But it's pretty good footage of the back deck, and you can see all the lures trolling behind the boat. So yeah, the other thing is to film a day's fishing is about 300 gigabyte plus footage in 4K, and I have to leave the wheelhouse roof camera running because we never know when we're going to get the strike. Right, enough about the footage and filming. Let's go back to fishing.
That allows it to swim, it's got to swim.
Yeah, we're just having a play with rigging our OTS lures.
I imagine you're going to lose them, I think.
We're not planning on using them as they're designed to be used, and I kind of do our own thing with them.
The actual snaps.
I think it'll be alright, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'll do the job lovely. Pete's currently making up a new spreader bar. We're going to try these out. I have got the lures working. We're doing 5.5, 6 knots, which is a bit quick really, but well, I don't know, you never know. I want to get over a bit more before I hit my actual trawl speed of about 4.9 knots. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently over the sea. We've just spotted a boat that looks like the Fisheries behind us, coming up fast. It's definitely a Fisheries boat, but I don't know, maybe they'll choose to come and say hi. We did have Dan from ICCAT with us the other week. Yeah, they can, but I really want to catch a tuna today, so I don't want to spend too long playing around with paperwork really. But again, it's pretty slow fishing at the minute. Pete's on the hunt, I'm on the lookout on the back, which is not seeing any fish in numbers. We did see fish, they were quite close in. They were doing that thing where they're quite hard to catch in small groups, so we decided to take a chance and went out to the wrecks out the bay. No good, so not for us anyway. So we have now done a big loop back into Falmouth Bay, head back slowly to the river and call it quits for the day. Still chance we get a fish today. However, we will be fishing tomorrow, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to go out to the wrecks out off Dobman, and I'm going to just stay in close there and try and see if we can get a fish. I know we're fishing tomorrow, but I couldn't help it. I stayed out as long as I could. Still no fish, very frustrating. Good morning, welcome back. Bit of a miserly day today. It's all grey and foggy and horrible. I'll show you what we can. So that's the radar is on today. Gonna head over northeast again and head towards Mevagissey, but I won't go that far. Probably Gull Rock, Dodman's Point, and see if we can pick up a fish there. We saw them there yesterday on the inside. Come with us, see if we get a fish. It's been a few days without one now. As we're heading over there, conditions are actually improving. The fog seems to have lifted and gone away. Visibility is definitely better. We've got a small bust of tuna here. I've got a sneaking suspicion that when the busts are this small that the boat is very much disturbing them. So I'm not actually going to go over them, I'm just going to go quite a distance away. They're still feeding, but they have moved. There's one here there. The ideal scenario is if the tuna come to us, really. The majority of our fish are taken as a blue water hookup. That's not actually on a bust, it's kind of in between them. So as long as I can get us on the fishy ground, I'm fairly confident that if we cover enough miles we should pick up a fish. We've got quite a lot of activity here, it's really good. Yeah. Quite a lot of activity just in here. And we've got another bust just on this side. There's fish right next to us here. This is really quite cool. I'm hopeful we can get in amongst this lot without spooking it. Wow, tuna just cruising. Right near the gear. I've been finding that when the fish are like this in small busts or small groups feeding, they're actually quite hard to catch a fish out of. They just ignore what we're offering, hence why we're kind of mixing up the tactics a little bit. I know, lovely. Pin rigs, you're saying pin rigs, they are probably the way to go. Come on, hooker. Dead bait and live bait, probably the way to catch fish here. Absolutely stacks of activity here, this is really good, really exciting. Loads of birds flying around, fish moving. Oh, fish just turned on that lure. Back pink one. Yep, that fish turned there, but no hookup. I keep the boat going for a bit longer, hopefully he has another go. But on this occasion he doesn't. Interesting to think how many times a fish does that and you don't see it. Oh, might not be looking at the lures, you know. Making a few adjustments to the tow pattern, maybe let the lines out a little bit further. We've been making this spreader bar with the mud flaps. You can see Pete's there playing with one of our spare birds, a yellow bird. These are actually pretty cheap birds we bought online, and we can't actually thread them on the line. The way they've been made and moulded, there's like little spiky bits inside the hole where the line goes, and it's preventing us from threading the line through them. It's a stupid problem to be having, pretty annoying. We've run some wire down them and they're still being a pest. Cheap is a false economy. Here's another example of the fish on the feed. They're not in massive shoal or anything, but they are definitely feeding, and the lures are going to go straight through them and they just completely ignore them. Yeah, back to the pin rig idea really, I guess, aren't we? Finally got those cheap birds on the spreader bar. We're only going to go with 2 because they're a bit of a pest. Let's give it a try on this rod. The new bar is a bit ungainly. It's a trial. We'll get it in the water, give it a go.
Apart from that very first tuna we caught with dolphins were all around us.
So the dolphins have found us and they're hanging out with us for a bit. I haven't caught a fish in days, so yep, I'm going to blame the dolphins. I am slowly convincing myself that dolphins are not good for tuna fishing. We're literally surrounded by dolphins just playing around the boat.
Yeah, we were with us for 4 hours yesterday. They'll bring the gear in and stuff, yeah? Might have to, just, and then they fuck off because they get bored, sneak away.
I've had enough, I've got to try it. I'm going to stop the boat, I'm bringing in all the lures, and I'm hoping the dolphins just go away.
When you're over here, yeah? Well, yeah, I mean, they're just going to stay here otherwise.
I think the dolphins are in on the joke, to be honest. I've had to stop the boat, get all the gear in, because we've been plagued by these guys. They're nice to see, but they're really annoying me today. They won't go away, and they're definitely affecting tuna fishing. Maybe they've had a terrible week of feeding as well. No bait fish around or something. So the idea is that by stopping the boat, they'll get bored and go away. I think they're expecting me to find the bait fish for them. I've got nothing for you. I'm not taking you to the fish. Sorry guys, you go and find your own fish. Might be working, and then we're going to sneak away. Giving it an extra 5 minutes just to make sure that they've gone. Okay, I think the dolphins have gone. So I'm going to sneak away now at low revs and try and get back over the tuna without snagging a whole pod of dolphins following me along. Let's go. So far so good. Redeploy the lures. Dolphin back. Guess who's back again. Oh, they're all back. Oh, that lasted all of about 10 minutes. We just put the lures back in and the dolphins are back. Go away! No, I'm not stopping again, we're just going to carry on. Oh, dolphins do not help tuna fishing. It is what it is. Come on, let's get a fish. So we've been messing about out there looking for a tuna fish and having a hard time of it, to be honest with you. We've approached quite a few shoals and had no go. So we've just come right on the inside here and I've got fish right here. This should be interesting. I'm going for a real slow, steady approach. Literally just got fish off the bow. Come on, there's one there. Oh, look at that. Come on, let's get a hookup. I really could do with a hookup. Fishy ground. Oh, Got a lot of fish here. We've got a lot of birds here in the water. There's fish here. Well, we're just approaching the bus now. It's ahead of us. We've got a little boat coming up on us. Looks a bit like Fish Locker's boat, to be honest. Oh well, whoever it is, I hope he doesn't ruin our bust. This is the best bust I've seen in over a week. We haven't had a fish in over a week. I've got to make the most of this. This is a lovely, lovely, lovely bust up. Got to get a fish here.
At £20, I shall sell it.
So while we're out here fishing today, there's actually an old museum called the Charlestown Shipwreck Museum, and it used to have a lot of interesting items in it from various shipwrecks found around Cornwall. And the museum closed, and they're actually having an auction while we're out at sea. So me and Pete are both following the auction. We've earmarked a few items we'd like to buy.
Pretty sure that's Fish Locker.
That little boat that was coming up fast on us, he's now standing off us, so that's a good thing. Yeah, thank you for that, mate.
I just got a wave off him.
Back to our bust, and the bust is looking good. See how the birds are picking up off the water? They're following the bust is on the move, and we're working quite hard to keep in the right position. This bust could easily overrun us and leave us behind. There are fish in with the lures. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Fish on! Yes! Fish on! Yes!
Back, mate. I think we missed the auction.
Haha, not a chance. I love all the stuff that's for sale in the auction, but right now they could sell it all for £1, and I don't care. I really want to land this fish. Yeah, winding into the fish just to make sure it's a nice tight line to that fish. I want to move this rod to the stern as well.
Check these things out. Hello. Come to watch.
Oh, our pet dolphins have come to watch.
I'm very glad that we've hooked a fish. It's day 6 since the last one.
A bust in the background there.
Yeah. Hope it keeps going. Maybe we get another.
Yeah.
Just fighting this fish here. We got these dolphins just following us along. I wonder what they'll make of it when they see the tuna on the line. I'm not worried it's a dolphin. It's definitely a tuna.
Took a nice big run. Let's see if we can get it aboard.
This will be the first fish on our new grips, if it's a keeper that is. Gloves going on, it's getting close now. I'm not putting too much drag on this fish because I don't want to pull a hook or anything. I'm maybe being a bit overcautious, but we haven't had a fish in quite a long time. I'll probably break down in tears if we don't get it aboard. Well, we get to test out our new grips, Pete. Yeah. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, I've got some head shakes on this one now. Oh, that's quite lively. What's going on? Spreader bar coming up. Oh, look, a bit of colour. Oh, it looks lovely. Look, we can just see this fish in the water here. I'm going to try and bring the leader over to Pete. You can still see a dolphin kicking around in the background there. That dolphin can definitely see this fish. They know what we're doing with our boat. A lovely action on the new grips. Straight in, no probs.
Yes, fish on board.
This is still quite a lively fish. You can see that the tail's going, it's going a bit crazy on deck and flapping quite hard. It's quite hard to hold on to. Pete's in for a bit of a bumpy ride there until I calm it down.
You alright? Yeah, it's right.
So let's have a look at this from another angle. This is a first person shot of taking this fish. You can really see how I calm this fish down once it's on board.
A fish on board.
And this is where the fish starts flapping like mad on the deck. Notice I've left the mouth grips in. I'm using them to hold the head where I need the head. You can hear the fish flipping on the deck. Bang, 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 bang. And boom. Pea towel goes over the eyes.
Right? Yeah.
And there it is. Calm fish. So I've just reduced the stress of this fish with the tea towel over its eyes, and the fish has immediately stopped flapping. Another quick look from the wheelhouse camera and you can see the calm down is immediate. Less stress and it's more humane and it's a better tasting fish. Win-win. I'm manoeuvring the fish. I got the brain spike from the wheelhouse there and I'm going to dispatch this fish and make it brain dead with a spike straight into the brain. This fish is dead. I've actually bled this fish straight away as well. So when you dispatch a fish with a brain spike, the heart is still pumping and you can use this to help get the blood out of the fish. Next step is the Shinke Jimmy wire. Just performed Icky Jimmy on this fish. Wire down the spine. We'll take that out now. There we go. Interestingly, I had to use the thinner wire. I've got a thicker wire as well. This one here. This fish couldn't be Icky Jimmied with that. It's a slightly smaller fish, but the thinner wire, it worked quite well with that one. So that's this fish Icky Jimmied nicely. It's been bled. What an awesome looking fish. Really pleased to get this fish today. It's been a few days since we've managed to catch one. Yeah, really nice to break that and be back on the fish. While I gut this fish now and process it, Pete's going to be back on the hunt looking for the next one. That's one side sorted in the gill plate. Gonna roll the fish. Using the anal fin as a good lever helps roll the fish over. You have to fold the pectoral fin in as it rolls, otherwise it catches. Working on this side of the fish now to detach the, if you like, the gills and all the gubbins from the fish's head inside. I can then make the cut around the anus and detach the gonads inside there, and then we can go back to the head and we can pull out all the guts in one go from the head. It should all come out in one go and you should have the little bumhole plug you've cut with the gonads attached as well. Give the fish a real good clean, a good rinse out. This deck wash is an essential bit of kit. And then I have to give it a really good scrub and clean out all the little bits of gubbins and bits of stuff left inside the fish's head there. Nice and clean. Look, you can even see the bone inside of the top of the head there. This fish is clean now. I'm going to give it a final rinse out, but all the little strips and bits have been taken out. It's lovely. This is what I'm aiming for. I get a measurement here on this fish. We take it from the tip of the nose along the lateral line down here. Bear in mind that the minimum take size on these Atlantic bluefin tuna for us is 115 centimetres. Down this fish. So this fish is 1 metre 47.5 centimetres. So 147.5 centimetres. It's not a massive fish, but it's a good fish. It's well over the size limit and it's very sellable size. Very happy with this fish. Pete's still following the auction in the wheelhouse there. Oh cool, the other one's had enough, has he? Excellent, really lovely fish, really pleased with that. What a result. Yes, okay, we're back on now, we're fishing again. Pete's just taking us round, we're going to look for another one today. But yeah, really pleased with this. Okay, like normal, I'm gonna ice inside this fish, like inside the gut cavity. I'm gonna get it in one of our bags here and we'll pack it all around with a slush ice. See this lovely blue colouring here? Our aim is to get a fish to the buyer with the colour still on it. I've just tried, I've put a bag inside with some ice inside the bag. This protects the fish from the fresh water in the ice. And now I'm going to try using a large bag put the fish in, and then we're going to put the fish in the slush ice. I have tried using this bag method a few times. It is kind of working. I haven't given up with it yet, hence why we're giving it another go. So it's my fish inside my bag. I'm going to now tie up both ends and we'll get it inside the insulated bag. I made the tow pattern quite tight, like. I made the towing pattern quite tight. Yeah. This is the saltwater hose. I'm adding it to the ice. I'm going to add a bit more ice, and this will form my slush ice. That's our fish inside the bag. Hopefully the colour stays. It's the 6th of the 11th, 2024. Just going to weigh this now. Getting a gut weight there of about 6 kilograms. See what this fish has been eating. I already kind of know, to be honest, because the stomach kind of inverted when we did the bleeding process. Yeah, I think we just accept that. So yeah, it'd been eating small fish, probably about 70-80 millimeters long. One fish on board, really pleased with that. It's broken our spell of blanking days, so that's really good. I feel better now. As nice as it is to have one fish on board, we've been running for 6 days or so without a fish, so it'd be nice to find another one, maybe even 2 more. Ready for fish number 2. Just approaching another small bust of tuna here, really nice. Go away from them a little bit because your lures are good. See how all the lures are angled off to the starboard side there? That's all due to the kind of approach to this bust. So Pete's kind of got this one just right, I'd say. I'm calling it a bust, but it's not really a bust. It's more like just feeding fish on the surface. Yeah, it's a group of fish feeding, but it's not a manic bust, is it? My pet dolphin off to get involved with them as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, I don't think that's gonna go. No hookup.
Split the depth wash off, mate.
Okay, we'll just keep towing. We'll keep finding these fish. Where are the fish? Where have they gone? And the birds have all gone.
Birds have shifted, man.
There's definitely tuna here. They keep popping up and then disappearing. It's our job to try to locate the next feeding shoal.
Oh mate, lovely bust in front. Lovely bust.
Yes, look at it. It's going again. Excellent.
Oh yeah, that's alright, isn't it?
Just gone 2 o'clock now. We're approaching another bust here. We still have our pet dolphins, but you can see the tuna feeding out in front of us there.
Hey, stop there a minute.
Alright. Minor tangles, yep, sorting these out. This is the stinger has basically gone over the top of the main line of the other rod, so Pete's just going to flick that off there. Dolphins, still checking out what we're up to. You can see that one looking at Pete. They're all around us still. They have literally been with us all day. Putting another turn in. I think I've seen some fish again. I'm getting lured further and further offshore by these small feeding shoals of tuna. It is fishy ground. I'm convinced there's fish here. I keep seeing them popping up. It's probably just a matter of time, really.
Yeah. Fish on. Yes. Get that one in quick. He's running hard, that. He's running real hard. I've seen him. Wow, that was actually food.
Battle stations, get all the other rods in. Come on, we're onto this fish. This is fish number 2. Yes, this is what we need. A couple of fish would be ideal today. We've had big blank spell. We need some fish on board. How's it, Pete? What do you reckon?
Yeah, gave a good run.
It was quite a nice take, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I literally looked out the back and just saw the reel ripping off, and then saw something skitting away, like almost.
Yeah, it's wide though.
Whoa, look at the fish out the side. Dolphin and tuna.
Not putting any more drag on it.
Took quite a bit of line, it did, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, this is the rod which we're short on top shot with anyway, isn't it? But, God, there's a lovely bust out the back, way out.
Oh yeah.
You see it? Like, yeah. Alright, better get the mat, I suppose. It's suddenly turned on, the fish are feeding, couple of busts around us. Tuna fishing's strange, it's like a change in light or a change in tide, and suddenly they all just turn on. Our new grips in commission. We've had one fish so far, hopefully second fish. I really like the new grips. They seem a lot looser and easier to use. The old set was getting a bit sticky. Mind you, I think the old set had probably landed a lot of fish in its time. Also, this set has bigger jaws on it. The old set had smaller jaws. Both have worked well for us. This was Pete's top shot, just about to come back onto the reel. Oh, back on the top shot. We think this is slightly better fish, don't we? So Pete's just bringing this fish in now. We've got, you can see, we've got Go Rock there, and I've got the end of the point there. So just got to keep an eye on that. I reckon there's probably a good 20 minutes before we get there, but it's easy to get carried away. You can just see the spreader bar coming up here now. Yeah, it looks like quite a nice fish, that. Let's see. See the colour in the water. Whoa. Oh, it's so exciting to be into fish again. Right. I've got a hold of the leader there. I'm going to get this fish's head up onto the ramp, and Pete will go for the grips. This fish is still lively. That's a good sign. It means we haven't been fighting it too long. It's not too tired. The big rods and reels are paying off. It's giving me a last ditch effort, but once its head's up, that should be pretty much game over. In?
Use it, mate. That's where it's set. Alright, you see that?
Pete encountered a problem with our grips there. Let's have a look at that in a second. This is a bigger fish. It's not enormous, but it's a good size. We're just going to get this fish into position and brain spike it, dispatch it as quickly as possible. Notice use of the tea towel again.
I thought I was going to take the hook out there with the grips.
Yeah, I saw it got stuck, huh? Replay, rewind, let's have a look at what happened. So it looks like as Pete leant forward with the grips, fish actually surged forwards towards him and it rode into the grips. Automatic response was to pull the grips back, and the lower grips actually did locate in the bottom of the lower jaw there. And as the fish opened its mouth, but the upper part of the grips wrapped round the line, and it could have taken the hook out, which is what Pete was worrying about, I think. But the hook held and the grips managed to close, so we got our fish. Back to our fish here, and I'm rolling the fish because I've noticed that I broke one of my icky jimmy spikes between the fish and the box. If a fish makes a big wild movement just before you spike it or as you spike it, it can result in a bent icky jimmy spike. So it's easier to spike a fish top of the head pointing into the centre of the boat. This is especially true with the slightly bigger fish. Okay, starting the bleeding process. It's quite quick after spiking. You can see it's coming out under some pressure there. Again, I'm going to roll the fish because I want to basically nick the artery on both sides of this fish inside the pectoral fin recess. Bleeding can be a bit of a messy process. It can take a bit of time, so while I do this, Pete's going to get the gear ready and we're going to keep fishing and aim for fish number 3. Here you go, fish number 2. Take a look at our fish. The fish has now been bled nicely. It's been gutted and it's now ready for ice. A quick measurement before icing. We've still got the auction on in the background. You can hear her talking about selling stuff for lots of money. 1 meter 74 centimeters. That makes this fish around about 100 kilos live weight, which should be about 86.2 kilograms landed.
There's a bust on our way home, basically.
Alright. Oh, we'll head that way, should we? The bust is still going, we're making our way over to it. We're just bagging our fish and gonna get it in on the ice before we get there hopefully. And we can clear the decks in case we get another one. This is the insides from fish number 2 today. We've got a weight there, about 9 kilograms. This is fish number 2. Oh mate. That's had some feed, look at that. Oh, it's mashing through those whitebait. Wow. Oh, lovely bust. Somehow we've made it on time, the bust is still going. So yeah, we'll give it a tow, let's see. Come on, fish number 3.
Coming into our gear, swimming towards it.
Come on. But the birds are up, fish are down. It's not looking like it's going to happen. Yeah, we towed around on this for quite a while to be honest, but no fish. So, yep, it's okay. We have 2 on board. As we're coming in, we just roll the fish over, make sure for even cooling. Okay, it's getting dark now. That's it. We're not too far off the Helford. Pete's bringing in the last line now. Yeah, great day. 2 fish. Very pleased. It's broken our spell of bad, well, bad fishing I say, but no fish. So yeah, back on it. It's good. Just back on the mooring. We're going to get the fish off. I'm going to leave the camera rolling so you can see how we do it. Our tuna bags are a great bit of kit. They're really good at cooling the fish down, but we also use them for transporting the fish about. They've got some good lifting handles and they protect the fish when we're moving them across the deck. I use them for delivering fish to buyers as well. That's all for today folks. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Give us a comment if you want to. Nice one. Cheers!